Welcome to Social Town. In this video, we are going to learn about 9 ways how to say no without feeling guilty. It's obvious how challenging it is to say no to your family, friends, partner, and many more people. Not having the maturity to use the advantages of saying no is not a problem that cannot be overcome. For reasons such as not attracting attention in a crowded environment, being timid because of the personality structure, thinking that saying no will upset people, you may not say no. What you should not forget is the fact that anything you can't say no can turn to you as an extra burden. In this video, we offer you 9 paths that will cure your problem and make it easier for you to say no. Make sure you stick around because our favorite tip, number 9, is the one that changes the game to make a difference: how to say no. Please consider subscribing to our channel for more informational videos which cover wellness to self-improvement, relationships, and more. Number 1. Distinguish the things you need to say no to. Learning to say no doesn't mean turning down every offer that comes your way. First, you need to know what you're saying no to. If saying no will give you both time and comfort, apply it. You can best understand for yourself what is important about yourself and what is not. For this, you must first get to know yourself. Do you have the time and energy for what you're asked to do? Do you have any obligations? Think about what refusing this request will lose and win you. Your answers to questions like this can help you why you should say no or yes. Number 2, offer an alternative to say no. This is a way to be very helpful, especially for those who are afraid to hurt people. If you're not in a position to help someone and you need to say no, you can do it by stating that you care about them. You can say no politely by saying that you understand something he wants from you and that you wish him well in the end. In this way, you will offer an alternative for the person you say no to. The goal here is to help the other person as best you can, then to feel better. For example, your friend asked you for help with their lessons, but your priority is to study for different courses. Besides saying no to your friend, if you tell him what topics he should work on, he will not perceive it as a sharp no. Such alternatives always make it easier to say no. Number 3, be persevering against instances. Some people don't understand when you say no. They insist on getting you to do what they want. They can repeat the same thing for days. In situations like this, keep saying no. No matter how inconsistent they are with you, you must respond with the same insistence. That doesn't mean you're a bad person. Over time, the softening of your no answer will cause the other person to make you do what they want, using the same tactic for their other work. So you shouldn't even turn no to maybe and maintain your determination. Number 4, explain the reasons. If you say no to someone, there's a reason for that. When you reject someone, they will ask you for an explanation. Explain why you said no, instead of beating around the bush and pushing yourself. I can't come to meet friends today because I am not in the mood. I just want to get some rest. Don't be afraid that anyone will talk behind your back. Enjoy saying no. Number 5, adorn the word no. The word no is a word that can sometimes be a little repulsive when said alone. Adorning no also changes the perception of the other person. You turn rejection into a compliment and feel at least comfortable. For example, you can start an offer you want to reject with sentences like, "It's very subtle of you to think of me, but," or "Believe me, I'd love to do that more than anything, but." That way, you'll feel a lot more comfortable. Number 6, give your answer instantly. Postponing an offer doesn't mean you're rejecting a person. Delaying your answer and delaying the other person may make the person more upset in your no answer. You should at least empathize in these situations. The short and clear no answer will not only give hope to the person who asks you for something, but will also make your own head very comfortable. For example, someone asked you to take care of your dog for the weekend, but you need to get your head together and study for your exams on the weekend. If you can't say no to the person who asked you to do so and say, "Let me think about this," you will have delayed it, and you will have to accept it. However, when you politely reject your friend's request with the reason, you will give both your friend time to find someone to take care of their dog, and you will focus on your own business. Number 7, imagine what saying no will bring to you. When you say no to a person, you're disappointing him. Many people who have problems not being afraid to say no say yes to lower their own energy so as not to cause this frustration. You can overcome this by thinking about the effects you will have in the long term on the person you are disappointing in the short term. How's that? Saying yes all the time will devalue those yeses. If you are someone who knows how to say no, when you say yes, you have an environment that thinks it's important to you. Number 8, If you can't say no right away, try to gain time. No matter how hard you challenge yourself, if you still have trouble saying no, you can gain time by digressing from the focus for the moment. If you're feeling pressured and that's why you can't say no, ask the other person different questions to break that pressure. For example, personal questions like, "Where did you get such beautiful shoes?" Or, "Did you lose weight these days?" can work to digress perception. Of course, it would make the most sense to convey questions according to the suitability of the situation you are in at that moment. So you're going to take pressure off you to respond at that moment. That way, you'll have time to gain yourself so you can say no. Now it's time for number 9, our favorite tip to learn how to say no without feeling guilty. Number 9, find ways to say no differently. Don't find only one way to say no, and don't use the same tactic for everyone. This time, you will not only break people's hearts, but you will have lost your credibility. Sometimes you can say, "You don't have time to do it." Sometimes you can say, "Sounds perfect, but I can't commit." Telling that you won't be able to dedicate the time you need to do it is another answer. As long as you tell the truth, the rest will be done much more comfortably. In fact, when we look at the basic logic, there is a question that comes ahead. Why do we say yes instead of saying no? If you feel guilty every time you say no, you need to give it up as soon as possible. If you say yes to the things that will make yourself difficult, so as not to offend anyone else, aren't you being unfair to yourself this time? Up next, don't skip our video about how to stop caring what others think. You need to do certain things about how to stop caring what people think of you. As you can see, how comforting it is to change the way you look at things. You shouldn't worry that the people you answer no will be disappointed in you. There's only one thing you should remember. If the problem of not being able to say no prevents your life, as with all other problems, be sure to get psychological support. The scale of the problems may have sometimes reached depths that you will not be able to overcome. Can you say no without feeling guilty? Please let us know in the comments below your own experiences about saying no. Do you have more suggestions how to say no? Thanks for watching Social Town. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the subscribe and bell buttons and share it with your friends. It'll encourage us to create new videos for you.